Okay, so this is welcome back to another exciting episode of Mr. Takeda Teaches 7th grade math. This is lesson 7.3 on triangles, and we're actually going to construct or draw some triangles. But these triangles are going to have very specific requirements, and we'll learn how to use a protractor in here. I'll be using a virtual protractor, and we'll see how we can what Big Ideas has online for you guys. Okay. All right, so you need to get these into your notes here, but basically we can classify triangles using the angles. So an acute triangle, they're all acute, which means they're all less than 90 degrees. An obtuse triangle has one obtuse angle, which means this is greater than it's greater than 90 degrees. Okay, one obtuse angle. And you know, it's kind of funny. I don't know if you know this, but acute means that if someone, you call somebody acute, not cute. If you call somebody acute, that means they're kind of smart. If you call somebody obtuse, that means they're kind of dumb. They're not very smart at understanding things. Right triangle means it has a one right angle, which is equal to 90 degrees, of course, and that's we use the little square thing here to kind of notate that is a right angle. An equiangular triangle has three congruent angles, and these will all equal. These all have to equal 60 degrees. Okay, these are all 60 degrees. And we can also classify by sides. Okay, so a congruent side. The word congruent means equal, or they have so congruent sides have the same length. They're equal in length. A scaling triangle, no congruent sides. Okay, so the angles can be all kinds of different things, all different combinations, but a scaling triangle has no congruent sides. An isosceles triangle has at least two congruent sides. Now it says at least. That means if it has three congruent sides, we will call it equilateral. Equal means equal, and lateral having to do with sides, lateral. So according to this, equilateral triangles are a special type of, isosceles triangles are a special type of equilateral triangle, because this has two congruent sides. It just happens to have a third one is the same one. You can see this one's shorter than these two. When we put little hash marks through the sides like this, that means whoever has that little hash mark, those sides are equal. Okay. Same thing here. This single line means that these three angles are equal to each other. Okay, so get those into your notes, and because there's a lot of vocabulary here you're going to have to get used to. Take a look at this example here, classifying triangles. Classify each triangle. The triangle has one obtuse angle, right? This one. It's greater than 60, and no congruent sides. So, thinking about the definitions that we just looked at, this would be an obtuse scaling triangle. I can't spell. Sorry. This would be an obtuse scaling triangle. This one, okay, so this has two equal sides, but not a third. These are equal, and two equal angles. It has all acute angles and two congruent sides. So this would be an acute I think that's supposed to be a C. Sorry. I can't spell these funny words. Isocceles. Yeah. Isosceles. Let me go back and check. Isosc. Oh my gosh, I'm way off. I'm sorry. Isosceles. Isosceles triangles. Okay. Okay, this is acute and isosceles. So we're going to classify them by angle and side. Try these two. I'll point some things out to you. This one has this little thing here, which we know means a 90-degree or right angle. And this one, it's very similar to the one we just did, except this one has this kind of this greater than 90-degree angle here. These two sides are equal, which means these two sides will be equal. You'll learn in triangles that the measure of the angle has to do with how long the opposite side is. So since these two sides are equal, these two angles are equal. And again, that's what these marks here mean. Okay, so classify these. Write these down in your notes. I'm going to ask you to answer these questions a little bit later. And let's move on. Oops, what did I do? Oops, I'm sorry. Those are for in class. I'm sorry, those are for in class. Number 2, constructing a triangle using angle measures. Okay, so I have to get a protractor out like this. Okay, so we wanted to draw a triangle with angle measures of 30, 60, and 90 degrees and classify the triangle. Okay, so I'm going to try this here. So first, I'm going to draw me a line. Use black. Okay, I'm going to draw a line. Try to make it parallel to the ground if I can. Okay, then I'm gonna first do the 90 degree. I'm gonna first do the 90-degree angle here. So I'm gonna move my. So notice when I use the protractor, I take this little center. This is the center mark here, because see how the gray area, it comes up to the 0 here and the 180 over here. So these little marks are all degrees, and we can go from right to left, and we can use that top scale. But if we go from left to right, we would use these bottom numbers here. Okay. Okay, so we put that little point at the end of my line. Then I have to kind of line it up. Let's see if I can figure out how to line this up here. Okay, let's try that again. So on this one, now you guys won't be using this exact one, but on this one I have to rotate it this way. And okay, so right about there. So now you'll notice that I have the 0 on the line. I've got the point, the center point on the line. So I want to get a 90-degree angle. So I'm going to mark off here. I'm going to come up from right to left. 90 degrees is right here. So I make a little mark there. Okay, and then I'm going to move this out of the way. Then I'm going to create another line that goes from the end where that center point was up to my 90-degree mark there. Oops, I'm off a little bit. Oops. Oh, technology. I can't wait to get back to paper and pencil. Okay, so it's off a little bit. That's good. That's good though. 90. So this should be my 90-degree angle here. I measured this 90. Okay, and then I'm going to put in a 30-degree angle in over here. So I'm going to bring this back over here, and it doesn't matter which point but I'll use the end point here since I just kind of do that line randomly. Okay, and I'm going to kind of rotate this back up a little bit so it's straight. There, I guess. Then I'm going to make a mark here at 30. So I'm going to go this way this time, right? I'm going this way. So here's 10, 20, 30. So I'm going to follow this line. The 30 goes up to where it says 150 here. Make a little mark there. Move this out of the way. And then I'm going to take a line from here through that point up to there. So I went through that point. So this one, this line's actually a little bit short, isn't it? So let me see if I can extend this line here. There you go. Okay, so there's my, this one's 90, and this one was 30. Now this one should be 60 because all the triangles, their angles add up to 180 degrees. So let's see if I can measure this here for us. So I'm going to put the point here on the center, on the end of that, on the vertex there. I'm going to try to rotate so this line now is on that 0, right? So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It looks like it's off by like a couple degrees. This angle's off. Let me check this other angle over here. This one's at 150. Is this not at 90? Let's see. So this looks to be at 90. I mean, it's, again, the 60 looks to be a little bit off, but it's so hard drawing it this way using these tools. But this is 30, 60, 90. So I did the 90 first. I put the 30 in, and it's going to leave the other one to be at 60. Okay, let's take a look at number 3 here. Draw a triangle with a 3 centimeter side and a 4 centimeter side that meet at a 20-degree angle. Then classify the triangle. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so here I've got my my ruler. So I'm going to draw a 4. I'm going to draw the 4 centimeter side first. So let's see if I can do this here. I guess I'm using red. Okay, so there's my 4 centimeter side. Now I have to put a 20-degree. I'm gonna I'll put a 20-degree angle in over here. Let's see if I can do this. So I put the the center point here at the end of my line, and I'm going to mark out here 20 degrees, which is right here. It's off a little bit. It's off a little bit. Okay, so the lower part of that mark is where my 20 degree is. So I'm going to take this now. I'm going to put a 3 centimeter line in. So I can do this here. Well, this actually has like a little 20-degree thing on there, doesn't it? So this tool actually, this ruler actually kind of does a protractor too. Okay, so I need to measure 3 centimeters here. So I'm gonna start this at 6. Right, I'm starting this at 6. So I'm gonna go up to this 9, to the 9 there. So let's see if I can do this. To the 9. All right, so that one's 3 centimeters. And now I have just to connect those two ends together. And I don't even need the ruler for that because I can just use this tool that does straight lines for me. From here down to there. All right, so there we go. This one, there's my 4 centimeter line. This is my 3 centimeter line. And they meet here 20 degrees. Okay, I know this is kind of a long video. It's kind of slow watching me draw these triangles, but hey, I'm doing the best I can. And I'll see you in class, all right? Thanks a lot and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.